Hey everyone, hope you're doing well this evening. It is it's Saturday night whenever you may watch this. It's Saturday evening and just wanted to come on Periscope and Facebook Live just to share a couple of few things, maybe a sort of an infomercial for my current sermon series that we're on at the church, but really just to share some information with you. We are on a sermon series at our church entitled Placed for Purpose. And I really believe that people who don't know their purpose, they just exist. It is so unfortunate. I don't have the statistics to show it, but it is so unfortunate for the people who just exist in the earth, but they do not really live. And so I've been on a sermon series at the church and trying to give information and revelation and practical application to what it is that people can understand about purpose. I think, and I just want to give you a few. I decided to take a moment. I'm kind of finalizing my notes for tomorrow's message for the third installment of our series, Place for Purpose. And I really believe that there are several things I want you to know about purpose that for some of you this may be new, and some it may be a reminder. There are several things I want you to know about purpose, and one of them is the definition. Purpose, by simple definition, is a divine and deliberate plan for your life. A divine and deliberate plan for your life. That and hey, all of my friends who are on Periscope and Facebook Live saying hello. Purpose is a divine and deliberate plan for your life. That you did not sneak into the world. You are not here by accident. You're not here by happenstance, but God intended for you to be here. And now that you're here, it is your responsibility to make the most of your being here. I believe as it relates to purpose, that purpose precedes presence. Purpose precedes presence. So let me give you a few points about purpose. One, purpose precedes presence. I'll prove it to you. The Bible says in Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew you. I sanctified you. I ordained you to be a prophet to the nations. So you had a purpose before you ever had a presence. And I think one of the things, the tragedies that we do in life is that we spend so much time celebrating our presence, but we really don't do checkpoints on our purpose. I'll tell it to you this way, that as I've gotten older, I've come to think differently about birthdays. Now, this is just my belief. This is not biblical. I'm not giving you scripture and telling you should believe this way. But my belief about birthdays is that your first birthday, we ought to celebrate your presence. But every birthday after that, it ought to be a checkpoint for your purpose. Am I fulfilling what my presence tells me that I'm supposed to do? So when you have purpose, purpose precedes presence. But accompanied with purpose is a platform. God has to give you a stage in order to realize or to manifest what he put you on earth to do. And when you have purpose, you know that God is giving you your own platform. You don't have to go push anybody else off of their stage. You don't have to jockey for anybody else's stage. You don't have to suck up for anybody else's stage. You don't have to pay for anybody else's stage, because when you have purpose, God gives you your own platform that goes along with what he has birthed you to do. So purpose precedes presence. Purpose is accompanied by a platform. Purpose is also accompanied by process. Sometimes we don't want to go through the process, but a process is a step of actions, is a set of actions that are intended to lead to a particular outcome. It's a set of actions that are intended to lead to a particular outcome. So when I am flowing in purpose, I go through a process, but I'm not going to die in the process. I want to help you understand this. You're not going to die in the process, because God won't let purpose die. Oh God, you will not die in the process because God won't let purpose die. So you've got to get through the process because the process is intended to lead to a particular outcome. And the particular outcome is that God has thoughts of peace and not of evil about you to give you an expected end, a hope, and a future. So where we have purpose, we know that purpose precedes presence. We know that purpose is accompanied by a platform. Purpose is accompanied by a process. Purpose is also accompanied by perspective. Purpose will change your perspective. I promise you. If you are not living a purpose-driven life, then you will take things personally. Everything that happens to you, you'll take it personally. Whereas when you're living a purpose-driven life and you recognize that you're placed for a purpose, you now see things purposefully and you don't take them personally. Let me say it again. When you live a purpose-driven life, you see things purposefully and you're not quick to take them personally. So it is then that purpose precedes presence. Purpose is accompanied by a platform. Purpose is accompanied by process, and purpose changes your perspective. The last thing I want to tell you about purpose is that your purpose determines your placement. I told you that I'm on the sermon series at our church, Faith Central Church in Detroit, Michigan. I'm on a sermon series about placed for purpose. And if you're not careful in your life now, if you tell the truth, some people, you are overqualified to be where you are. Some of us are underqualified to be where we are. Some of us are thinking, God, wherever you have me, my skill set doesn't even match with my situation. I don't know if you've ever been there, but sometimes you might find your place in that. You might find yourself in that situation. And here is what you need to know. I gave the example at church, and I'll share it with you, my Facebook Live, and my Periscope family. I shared at church that you might be a car salesman in a room full of psychophysicists. And you're thinking, God, why in the world am I in a room full of psychophysicists? I feel underqualified. I don't know what they're talking about. I feel out of place. Why in the world would you place me here? But remember, your purpose determines your placement. So this is the example that I gave them because this is what the Lord shared with me and I want to share with you. Do not be ashamed to be the car salesman who's in the group of psychophysicists, because God knows that after they come up with these wonderful plans, they're going to need to be able to get to the place where they need to go to share these plans. And then they're going to need the car salesman. Please understand that your purpose determines your placement. God does not have you out of place. He doesn't have you misplaced. As a matter of fact, I'll say it this way, that for the individual who feels as though you are misplaced, I want to encourage you to tell you that God has you in this place to keep you from being misplaced. For anybody who feels as though you're out of place and you're misplaced, God has you in this place to keep you from being misplaced. Hey, I'm excited tomorrow to share with the people at Faith Central Church about Place for Purpose Part 3. We're going to talk about conviction tomorrow. I'll give you a bonus. I'll give you a bonus point just because I love my Facebook Live and Periscope family. One of the things that we've been talking about this month that I really want to work tomorrow is don't let your condition change your conviction. Don't let your condition change your conviction. Whatever you believed about God before now, this is not the time to abandon what you believed about God up until this point. Don't let your condition change your conviction. And so your place for purpose. Understand that purpose precedes presence. Understand that purpose is accompanied by a platform. Purpose is accompanied by process. Purpose is accompanied, or it changes your perspective, and your purpose determines your placement. Hey, I hope this has been a blessing to you. I would that you would share this with others. If you're on Facebook Live, share it with others if it was meaningful to you. If you're on Periscope, share it with others, please. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can get this video and other inspirational videos, whether they are full sermons or whether they're just me sitting in my office sharing with you. And that is Nelson A. Henry. You can subscribe just by going to do a YouTube search, Nelson A. Henry, and you can subscribe. Hey, yesterday I was so honored to celebrate my 26th year in ministry. And I know I've been told I don't look a day over 25, and I appreciate that. But yesterday was my 26th year anniversary in ministry. And I had people asking me, hey, what are you going to do to celebrate? I'm really not going to celebrate. My goal is I win in life if I help other people win. I'm successful in life if I help other people to be successful. And so my celebration is I'd rather see people get on my Facebook page or Twitter or Instagram and put testimonies on there about something that they've heard that God has given me to say to them that's helped them and that it worked for them. It's really not about me. I'm grateful that the Lord is using me. He's using others. But I'm extremely grateful that the Lord took a boy from the hood in Detroit, Michigan, and put a perfect word in the mouth of an imperfect man, and is letting me share that word. And it is my hope and my prayer that we stay connected. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nelson A. Henry. If you're not following me on Instagram, at Pastor Nah, Nah, the initials of my name. If you're not following me on Twitter, please do that, at Pastor Nah, Nah. And I just want to get connected, stay connected. Hey, continue to walk by faith. Go to worship tomorrow. Go to corporate worship tomorrow. Go to corporate worship tomorrow. There are some things that you just cannot get online. I love online. I love streaming our services through Periscope and Facebook Live. But there is something about the human touch that you just do not get, and the human motivation that you just do not get being isolated. So, hey, I want you to take your wonderful self and connect with somebody else in corporate worship tomorrow. If you're in the Detroit metropolitan area, of course, you're more than welcome to join us at Faith Central Church. Our address is 317 Harper Avenue off of Woodward. And so Faith Central Church, you can find us there, but go to a Bible-believing, great worshiping church so you won't just feel better, but you'll know better, and you'll do better, and you'll be better. Hey, continue to walk by faith and not by sight. Until next time, be blessed.